Okay. Wow, that was interesting. Let me just set this back up. One moment, please. Let me just send a message. Alright, one moment, please.
We mercs have one simple rule. Whoever pays the most is your new boss. I don't know
what happened with that. For anybody else just joining, yeah, the broadcast decided to not do anything. Let me bring this back up. I'm pretty sure, man, that's just fine. Let me just get this back. That was hilarious. Yeah, I apologize for that. It does happen from time to time. Usually not often, but it does happen. Yeah, because it seems like it's on. Yeah, that was weird. I don't know why that happened. That was definitely odd. I guess I'll just wait in the meantime. Because I'm not entirely sure who else was in here because they weren't talking. Alright, I guess in the meantime I'll just work on teapot stuff, I guess. Come on, deploy, please. Welcome back. I apologize for that. I have no idea what happened. It just suddenly gave me a notice. It's like some error happened and it said broadcast ended. I have no clue. So it should be fine. Yeah, because I'm not seeing anything else on my end. Alright.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
Alright, since I have... There we go. I'm not going to be using Ayaka for a bit, so I'll switch back to that weapon. Alright, I can probably hang out in the teapot and do some stuff there. As we do have some furnishings we could make.
This realm is truly beginning to thrive.
Alright, create furnishing. Oh, wrong one. I keep doing that. Alright, only display, so I gotta make a few of these. Alright, get these, obtain all. Yeah, thankfully I have a bunch of these on hand already. We'll probably have to farm for some of the wood. It looks like I'm a little low on chestnut here. So I haven't really farmed wood out of that one yet. Hey, welcome back. I have no idea. I had an error message that popped up on my screen that said error happened and then broadcast ended. Yeah, it was nothing on my end. I have no clue. I am so sorry. Yeah, because it was you, Jay was in here, and I think there were a couple of other people in here too, so I have no clue. I guess the internet was pissed off. I was having such a good time with the and saw you, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, because that's the thing that sucks, though, too, is that if anything happens, it'll probably happen like that because I'm streaming off the PlayStation. So if I would go to the main menu or if an error pops up, it pretty much just cuts it off right there. So if it does happen again, I'll try my best to start up the stream as fast as possible. Just like I did earlier. But yeah, when it happens like that, it's usually not on my end. Because I thought the game had crashed. Because that usually happens from time to time. It hasn't happened to Genshin in a while. But yeah, if that would have happened again, I'll just restart it. And I think I'm actually going to go upstairs because I think I could change. Because I didn't really change the title of this. This was pretty much the previous one. Yeah, because right now it's just downtime. I think I was just going to do some teapot stuff. I'm going to bring it up on my computer, because I think I could change the title of this. I'll put, like, crappy internet stream or something like that. I think that'll be funny. Yeah, let me put this back up. Yeah, actually I sent a message to Jay. It's like, yeah, stream went down, but it's back up. So I figured somebody would be like, oh, what happened? Yeah, because I'm not sure what the refresh for YouTube is when it comes to streams. Because I usually don't see it on my end unless I actually have it up on my computer. Alright, let's boot the old computer. I have to wait for this. Weird. It was a, and it said, error. I'm able to play the game normally. It didn't close or anything, so it was something else. And it just said broadcast. Ended. Alright, I'm looking at the chat. So you made another Genshin account. What should I do with that? And we're back. Yeah, welcome back. Yeah, like I said, I have no idea what happened. Error message popped up and it said broadcast ended, so I quickly restarted it. The game didn't crash, which is good, but I have an idea. It might be a little tricky to do because you have to be really careful with what you do at the beginning of the game. There was a game challenge that I saw, no element traveler. You pretty much have to not talk to Paimon at the beginning of the game. I think somebody got up to like AR 50 something doing this challenge. Oh, what do you mean for farming? Oh, I think they meant like a game challenge. Like Barbara Solo or something. I think the most interesting one I saw was the No Elemental Traveler. You pretty much have to make it so that you don't talk to Paimon at the beginning of the game. You just skip her and go directly to Mondstadt and do everything you're supposed to. Yeah, someone had, I can't remember who it is. You could look it up on YouTube because someone had already did it. I can't, they got pretty far. I think there were a couple of things that they had to do because it definitely changes a couple of things. Oh, 4 stars only would be a good one. Yeah, I like that one. Farming for materials so you can build everybody at once. Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, I think the 4 stars only would be pretty good because there are a couple of free 4 stars. Kaya and Lisa early on. Yeah, isn't that just my main account? That's everybody's account. No, that's alright. It's just an idea. Yeah, I like the 4-star only challenge. Because we get Kaya for free, we got Lisa for free, we got Zhongling for free, we get Barbara for free. Who else? There are a couple of other characters. We got Kale for free, we got Kashina for free. Is it somewhere around the Fontaine that we get for free? Is it Lynette? I think we get Lynette for free. If that includes wishing, we also get Noel on the Noel banner. When you start a new game, you get like 20 discounted wishes that you get Noel automatically, so there'd be a chance to get Noel. But that's only if you do wishes. So you could probably do 4-star no wish only, something like that. Or you could also include Noel. Unless you're lucky enough to get her in the standard banner too, because she's in there. No wish, yeah. Region-specific characters only. Okay, so you would only stick to one region or all of them? Yeah, so no wishes means no Noelle, which is kind of sad. She'll be a pretty good one. But that means you can get Kaya, Barbara, Lisa, one region. I think your best bet would be probably Mondstadt then, because some of the other ones... Yeah, it'd probably have to be like a Mondstadt 4-star no wish. Because the other regions only have like one free. Sumeru has Kale, Fontaine has Lynette, Natlin has Kashina, but Mondstadt has Lisa, Kaya, Barbara, and Zhongling, and I think that's it. Is there anybody else? It's been a while since I've done any of the stuff in there. Those are the only 4 I can think of. Yeah, but she's out of the Spiral Abyss. Floor 3 of the Spiral Abyss, and that's in Mondstadt. But that is true. That brings up the question. Is she considered Mondstadt because she's out of the Spiral Abyss? Or is she in Liyue because she's from Liyue? Yeah, that's an interesting question. Yeah, I think that would have to be preference. I would leave that up to you. Yeah, because Kale... Yeah, Kale is another one. And she's out of Sumeru. Yeah, I figured Zhongling, because the Spiral Abyss, we can access it from Mondstadt. Yeah, it'd be an interesting team, though. Lemmy, Barbara, Kaya, Lisa. You got Superconduct, you got Frozen, you got Shatter, potentially with a non-elemental Traveler. Or Animo, if you actually get the element. So you got Swirl. Yeah, I'd say the 4-star one's a pretty decent one. Or I have an idea. An expanded region one so that you only use that region's characters until you move on to the next one. So you do all the Mondstadt stuff with Mondstadt only characters. So when you go to Liyue, that's when you pick up Zhongling. And then when you go to Inazuma, I don't think Inazuma actually has any free ones. But when you go to Sumeru, that's when you get Kalei. And then when you get to Fontaine, that's when you can get Lynette. And then when you get to Natlan finally, that's when you can get Kachina. So maybe that one. So maybe like a 4-star road trip, I guess. You only get that character when you get to the region. So I think that would be a good one. I haven't seen that one yet. It'd still be 4 stars. It'd still be no wishes. Traveler is available. So you could probably do that. Yeah, road trip. From East Coast to West Coast. Yeah, is there anybody that we get for free out of Inazuma? I don't think they ever did that. That's the only one that we don't. Because we get all the Mondstadt characters. We got Zhongling out of Liyue, because I think that's how it is, even though she's out of the Spiral Abyss. Kalei for Sumeru, Lynette out of Fontaine, and Kachina for Natlan. I don't think we get anybody for Inazuma. Unless there's somebody I'm missing. Yeah, that's kind of the interesting thing. You should be okay, though. Only use the characters for the nation and the Traveler. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not that bad. Yeah, so those are a couple of ideas. You could do the no elemental Traveler. 4-star only. I think those are good. Alright. Let's set this up. All this to load. No Java, I don't care. Go away. Here, bring overlay where I can do everything. I'm pretty sure I can change the name of it. I just got to go to YouTube Studio. Oh, Charlie's on. Championship W's. Oh, let's see, it's going to be content, live. And then view in live control room. I'm pretty sure I could change the name here. Alright, looking at the chat again because I'm upstairs. Depending on how fast I want to go through a domain or boss, I'll put it up, make it more enjoyable, and give you a reason to build those characters. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. It gives you a chance to try out different team dynamics. Yeah, that's not bad. So I usually do that when I'm building friendship, because that's what I'm doing right now with Auroron and Jensen, because it's pretty much the friendship team. Or one element only. Yeah, that's also another one. Be a little bit trickier though too, depending on who you pick up, because you can combine that with 4-star only or pretty much anybody, but it really just depends on wishes. Alright, editing title. What shall I call this? I'm pretty much back, and I'm going to be on here for a few more hours. I don't really need anything fancy. I already did the Abyss, so we don't need to do that. I don't know. Fetch a ring. Shalona only isn't a challenge. There we go. Garbage Internet featuring Genshin. Should be fine. Blah 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 blah. I don't need slow mode. Alright. There we go. New title. Well, yeah, with Shalonen you kind of have to do like a somewhat specific setup. Pretty much attack and defense, and then you're okay. So there are several different artifact sets that you could use for her. Alright, this overlay seems alright, so I'll just leave that on, but shut the monitor off. Alright. Yeah, it should say now that the title of this is Garbage Internet. It wasn't really an internet issue. I didn't lose any internet. But, yeah, it's fitting. And Geo Artifact made in Liwa. Yeah, that is... Yeah, I know that one, because I was originally going to do that one for Noelle. And I think Nidwong also does a pretty good job of that one. Yeah, because I believe that is in Guyan Stone Forest? Yeah, I think it's Archaic. Yeah, Archaic Petra. And Geo bonus and obtaining Elemental Shard created through Crystallize. Everybody gains a 35% damage bonus for that particular element. Yeah, so it's really good for characters that get Crystallize. Yeah, pretty much Nidwog's build. Ugh. Not a bad set. No, that wasn't the piece. No, the other one I had was the other one, because I was going for Shield. Not Archaic, but the other one that's there. That's how I went with Noelle, because I was kind of working with her Shield. But I ended up moving over to Husk, which is based out of Inazuma. Yeah, that's the thing, it changes with Shalonen, so you'd probably have to do... Yeah, so Obsidian Codex is out of the question. You want something that's a little bit close by, so you'd probably want maybe one of the basic attack ones. So you'd probably want Gladiators. Gladiators is a pretty decent one. Because you could get this from the bosses. Gladiators Finale. Yeah, because this is a pretty standard one. Anybody can use this one. Or at least Sword, Claymore, and Polearms. And she's a sword user. Attack plus 18% and normal attack increases by 35%. It probably changes when you use her skill, but I could see her using the 4-piece. But we're really only talking about 4-piece too. You could use a dual setup where you could do like attack. So it'd be like a 2-piece gladiator and then 2-piece something else. So there are a few options for Shallonen. Yeah, because I think Pale Flame is on the outskirts of Mondstadt. This one does physical damage too, so this one's a pretty good one to get. So maybe even Pale Flame, because this is more of a physical bonus one, because of that 4-piece. When you hit an opponent with an elemental skill, the attack is increased. It gets 2 stacks, and then when you have 2 stacks, the 2-piece effect is increased by 100%. So it increases physical damage, and then attack. Oh, nice. Yeah, so he's now C1. That's good. Yeah, it's really good to get constellations. I don't know what I have for Kaya. I haven't used Kaya in years. Kaya, I have no clue. Yeah, so mine's C1 as well. Crit rate by opponents affected by cryo is increased by 15%. Oh, that's not bad. Good for frozen teams. I have no plans for Kaya. First constellation for a limited 5-star. Oh, you're talking about Shallonen? Yeah, see, I already forgot. Yeah, I think we already talked about this earlier. You were able to get the her first constellation. Still, that's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I forget. Yeah, I wouldn't mind her first one. I would like her second one, but I'm okay with her being at C0. I would like to get Kuching's final constellation, because I've gotten her quite a bit. I just want to wrap up with her constellation. Forget about what? Haha, gotcha. Where is Kuching? Yeah, because I just need one more for Kuching. Because this gives her an Electro bonus for when you do normal attacks, charge attacks, elemental skill, or burst. So it's a pretty fun one. Yeah. Alright, let's get a few more furnaces.
This realm is truly beginning to thrive.
Yeah, thank you, Tubby. Alright, so I have 56 of these left. I think I got plenty of these. I think I do have to make more fabric, though. So I have 18. Oh, you also... Oh yeah, that's right. You have C5 Chi-Chi. I don't know. I'd say maybe you, because I usually wish like every 3 months or so. I just happen to be doing standard wishing because it's been a while. I've been holding on to some of those acquaints. But I really wish like every couple of months. I'm somewhat strict when it comes to wishing, so you might get her before I get my final Kuching. Unless I happen to get really lucky. So, yeah, it would be interesting. I actually do hope you get the final one for Chi-Chi because you get the revive. You get the revive ability. Which is actually kind of nuts because we only have 2 characters that can do that. C6 Chi-Chi and C6 Barbara. Nobody else can do the revive. Yeah, so for everybody else, C6 Barbara and Chi-Chi have the Constellation ability, Whereas if you have a party member fall, if they're in the party, they actually revive the character for a percentage of their health. And this can happen every 15 minutes. So there is a cooldown for it. But they are... Yeah, she would be a good one for co-op too. As of right now, they are the only characters that have a revive ability. But it's only for their final constellation. Yeah, and she would be good for co-op too. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting her too, because I have a few parties I would like to pair up with. Because I could potentially replace, even though I like Rosaria, I would like to try pairing her with Ayaka. And I could also potentially pair her with Yoimiya too, because Yoimiya has some pretty good melt setups. So I definitely have the option. Yeah, now I have enough fabric. Ashwood at a Fontaine. Yeah, so some of these I'll have to farm. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had to farm for wood on this. Okay, so what's this one? Chestnut, other than that one. Got plenty of iron. Yeah, so I think I'm going to have to figure out what this one is. White chestnut goat. Yeah, it says Natlan, so I just have to find... So I can usually get a hint from what it looks like. Gotta take Jerusalem into the region of Iran Vision next. Just finished the quest. Yeah, congrats. Yeah, because I think after you complete Mondstadt, they have it set up so that new people can actually go straight to Natlan as the quick play, which is kind of nice for people that are newly starting. Yeah, because before that, you'd have to do the places in order. You'd have to do Mondstadt, then Lewa, then Inazuma, then Sumeru, then Fontaine. Yeah. But yeah, it kind of makes sense that they did that because there is quite a bit to Genshin nowadays. I think some people tend to forget how much is there, how much there's available in Genshin. Yeah, so I gotta figure out where this tree is because I gotta farm this one. Brown tree with multicolored leaves. Alright, taking a trip to Natlan.
If you ever...
Goodbye, Tubby. Alright, it seems like that tree would probably be in the valley, maybe? There's plenty of trees over here, so I could probably take a look. Yeah. Yeah, Muda also posted too. Taking fun on vacation across the... Yeah, pretty much road trip. And the song in the background that's playing is I've Been Everywhere. I think that's the name of the song. Something like that, yeah. Oh, Charlie posted a different one. Disgusting Florida Man road rage. Oh, I didn't notice that. Yeah, 4 hours ago. Yeah, if you don't know, Charlie, that is Penguin C0 off of YouTube. I'd imagine some of you might know who that is. He's somewhat well known. Makes some really good content. And he also live streams quite a bit. I think he is actually live right now. Was earlier. I just double check my recommended. 'Cause he was... Yeah, he's currently watching something now. Yeah, he's another YouTube person that makes some pretty decent content. Some of the stuff he does is pretty funny, though. Let's see. So we got these trees. I think these are it, because they had an orange end to them, so maybe that's... Emma bomb. Oh, that was the other one I need. Let me take a look at this. I gotta find my materials here. Yeah, so I got a bunch of these. Okay, so that wasn't it. I could do convert wood, but I'd rather find the trees themselves. Yes, I figured this would be it, because it looks like the trees. Yeah, I guess not. We have these other ones down here, but I don't know if these are collectible. Oh, we also have the gadget. I believe this is a reputation reward that we got out of Sumeru. We could use it to collect wood. It's been a while since I've used this one. Wherever this one is. Pretty sure it was a gadget. Am I mistaken? Do I... Oh, here it is. Boon of the Elder Tree. Yeah, let me just double check so everybody can know what it is. I'll just head back over to Sumeru and show you. It's either level 5 or 6. I think. It's one of the reputation rewards. I thought it took 30 pity to get a second Shalon, and it was actually 14 pity. Wait, did you get another one? Is she now at C2? What is... Oh, that was the C1? Wow, that's pretty good. Getting C1 Shalona at 14 pity. Oh man. I wish I had your luck. Well, I partially had your luck with the final Sayo. Still, that's pretty good for a 5-star. Yeah. Wait, I'm missing a quest out of Sumeru? Per Baruni's commandment. Let's see. Oh, that's an easy one. Yeah, level 3. Level 3 reputation of Sumeru gives you the gadget to collect wood from trees. And it has an area of effect that pretty much gathers trees within the distance. So just like any of the other gadgets, you use it and it collects wood. And it does have a little bit of a cooldown. Yeah, it makes the wood collection pretty quick. Yeah, it's like 5 seconds. I think it used to be longer, actually. I think it used to be like 10 seconds. That was like no time at all. Because I know a good place to collect wood materials is the... where is it? Partis Di, because there are a lot of trees that are close by. Yeah, this is a really good place if you need wood materials for the Sumeru furnishings. So you can walk like right here and I can get like 20 pieces. Yeah, that was like 18, like right there.
That's my original projection.
Yeah, pretty fun gadget. I'm glad I remembered I had that. Alright, now I gotta find that tree out of that one. So those weren't it. I guess those are the Flamabomb trees. Probably try to the east of Children of Echoes, maybe? Maybe these trees. No tree in the area. Okay, so those are not available. What about here? Flamabomb. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Maybe close. Yeah, maybe not the valley, because I didn't see any different trees. I could probably try... those orange trees out in the distance. It's closer to the flower feather clan. It's going to be over here, maybe? Yeah, grab a few of these trees and we can head back to the teapot, finish up making this stuff. Yeah, so it might be those. It's too bad it's not these, because these are everywhere. I just don't know what the chestnut ones are. Maybe it is these. No, nothing from that. No, so I can't collect from those. Aggroing any monsters. I'm just here for some trees. Let's see. Yeah, because I think this one is also Flamabomb. Yeah. No, not what I'm looking for. You think it would be that one because it has the same leaves as that one. Yeah, the material only gives us like a general place where it is. It's like, yeah, this is going to be found in that one. But yeah, the tree looks completely different. Darker tree. Yeah, that would be a pretty decent idea. Yeah, I'm sure it would work out. Oh, maybe it's those. Okay, we got a few trees down here. I hear the volcano. Yeah, it would. Ashen Arch. Okay,
Be free.
Don't be scared.
Hold on.
Too slow.
You, Blade, you're up.
Yeah. Alright, so this is not the tree I was looking for. This is the ashen one. Ah, at least I know where the ashen trees are. Wouldn't have had as many quests to do with the said character, so probably filled it off. Yeah, I'd imagine it'd be a little bit different depending on the characters you use. Yeah, but, well, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Especially if they were battles and whatnot. Okay, so I do need to get this one. Yeah, and you already got a really good head start with her being C1, so yeah. Yeah, not a bad idea. Alright, so... Lamine? Lamine, what? You... Alright, I guess I'm going under. Shenanigans. Yeah, there you go. Lamine's going on an adventure. From the slimes I found earlier. No response. Yeah, it's pretty much just the smaller trees. Another 3. I don't think I can elect from this one. Yeah. Doesn't hurt to try. Stay on this side so I don't deal with that again. Yeah, I'll go with this one. Probably going to be a 6. Yep. F this challenge. how many of these do I have now? 35. Okay, so they're pretty much in the valley here. Where are these other ones? Maybe near Scions? Yeah, there are a few different places there could be. We have some red trees. The F you mean I gotta fight a whale? Yeah, probably. Some more flame bombs. That's all I wanted to do was sleep. Now I gotta fight a whale too? Come on, leave me alone. It's my day off. Yeah, I think she totally would. Alright, de-aggro, please. This looks so far away. Why is it still aggro? Go away. Alright, come on. There you go. Yep. There we go. White chestnut. Alright, so it's these trees. Okay.
Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
Whoops. It's like, wait a minute, why is my camera doing that? Nothing to see here. Nothing happened. She went to go get some coffee. Look, she's back. Alright, take two. Okay, he's hit me. Thank you. Get a little bit of healing. I didn't say hit me again. Actually, yeah, set fire into place because I can heal off of this. Thank you.
Stay put!
Oh no, he's still aggroed to me.
Farewell.
Thought he was gonna despawn. Alright, Lumine, back in business. Lumine feels a little bit off. Yeah, it's that sword. It's so fun to use. Yeah, because it also heals. Yeah, it's that Aquila Favonia effect. Hit me again, it heals me. Believe me, trust me, it actually does. Seemed like their damage was a bit off though. Oh, that's why your damage is off, because I have the partial obsidian. Let me... Oh, I don't have enough to get to the level 16. Let's see... Should be okay. No. No, and I can prove it. Thankfully, people have posted the amounts of chests that we can collect through the achievements. We can see the amount of chests that we can actually collect through the achievements. And there are some that I have actually purposely left closed because they've been here for so long. So kind of like a tribute for them being there for so long, there are a few that I haven't opened. Because I also have some over in Mondstadt too that I've shown. Oh, that's possible. Yeah, because I have a couple that show up. Some of the floaty bloaty flowers. Lewa is one I have that is closed. Because I've shown this before too. I'll go to the other one real quick. It turns out the floaty boaties can reset if you don't pick up the chest, which I thought was pretty interesting. So it should be... No, there's a chest. Wait, why did this one... Huh? Oh, come on, now you, like, not proved my point. Yeah, because this was a floaty boaty chest. We do the floaty boaty here, we shoot down the things that pop up, and then we get the chest. This chest did not reset. Okay, so if that's the case, then what's up with the other one? Because this one does. Saw it once, though. Let me check this other one. Do you remember where it was? Because I'm sure there are some that I have yet to find. Because there are some of them that I do remember. You got the hidden chest that's from the dragon statue right there. You place a Geo construct on it and it appears. A couple of the floaty boaty ones. Both of you do a Maya memory. Yeah. No, that's fair. Yeah, because thankfully we also have the interactive map too. Yeah, I just gotta travel a little bit for this one. Hey, tiny boar. I disappeared. Let's see. Is it behind me or just over here? I had a marker for this, but I removed it because I was using these markers for other things. Because this is where I had found out about... It's not really a mechanic, it just happens to be what it does. When you do the floaty boaty mechanism, if you don't pick up the chest pretty much respawns and disappears, and the floaty boaty just reappears again. Oh, they changed it. Oh, this is odd. Yeah, because I've done this one a couple of times. It's like, wait a minute, that's where I got my vision. That's who gave it to me? Ugh. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, because I've done this a few times where I've activated the floaty boaty without opening the chest, and the chest has disappeared, essentially resetting it. Interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing the game again. But I'm also at the point, it's like... I'm way too far into it. I don't know if I could handle doing the entire thing again, because I've had to do so much. There were 2 instances of where I had to catch up. That was when I had lost my first account, and then the second time was when I came back on my... came back from my hiatus. I don't think I could do this game a third time. I am good. That would mean that I would have to do Mondstadt for the 3rd time. I would have to do Lewa for the 3rd time. I would have to do Dragon Spine for the 3rd time. Because I had Should probably plug in my headphones, actually. Hey, girly, hold still. And Shalonen kicks him in the face. It's like, who you calling girly? Yeah, so I'm sure that I have other hidden chests that I haven't found yet. Because those are a couple of the ones where I have left. Because they've been around for so long, so I figured I'd just leave them. And I've shown the other ones too. It's like I have... Wait, did I ever open the ones... Yeah. Let me check... Dragon's Spine, because I found this one in co-op. Someone showed me a chest, and it turns out I had not found this one yet. I don't know if I opened this one. Roar on travel makes this place so much better. Well, until he runs out of stamina. That was a bad placement for it. There we go. Just a tiny bit left. There we go. Yeah, so back when I was helping people out in co-op in Dragon's Spine, because that's usually one of the go-to areas that I help out in co-op. So honestly, I like the place. I had shown them about a chest that a lot of people tend to forget. It's a frozen chest that's right here. For reference, it's on the map, like way up top. We have this little arena-like place. Behind the ruins here, we could find a frozen chest, and I was actually looking around, and I found another chest, and I was like, wait a minute. I don't remember finding this chest. It turns out there is another frozen chest that we can find over here, so this one has remained here to this day. So, yeah, it remains to be opened if ever. Maybe on a special occasion. I know I have brought it up before. It's like, yeah, maybe I'll open it up on my birthday or some anniversary, but... Maybe 5-year anniversary, because that's coming up. This October is going to be my 5th year playing. So, I could probably pick a chest. Because I also have the one that started it all. Back when I came back, I was goofing around in Mondstadt, and I just happened to use the compass in City. And it turns out I had missed a chest in Mondstadt. And I've shown this one to a lot of different people. Some of the people have found this one. And there are some people that actually have not. So if we head over to the Venti statue over here and just head over to the wall, we could head over to this little spot right here and we could find a common chest. And this was one of the first ones that I found when I came back. This one is not going to be opened because of this. Because it was one of the first ones I found. So, that one is going to be pretty much just hanging out there forever. So, yeah, for the most part, it's pretty much just common chests. I think the only exceptions are the two over here. I think those are exquisite. Which is alright. I'm not really short on primos or anything. So, yeah, it's kind of nice to have a remnant. Oh, okay, so are you near it? Oh, you're gonna oh, okay, yeah, even better. Yeah, you can show me where it is. It's possible I might have found it, but it's definitely possible that I have not. So yeah, we could take a quick look. Yeah, I don't mind at all. So somewhere in Liwa. Okay. In the city. Ooh, that's going to be tough because I have scoured that city multiple times because that was one of the things I wanted to do is that since I had the chest in Mondstadt, I wanted to have a chest in the city of Liwa that I wanted to remain closed, but I couldn't find any. So it's possible I've already found it. Because I went over this town multiple times. Yeah, so you'll probably have to point it out. More than likely I found it, because I've gone over this town like quite a bit. Alright, so I'm going to use this teleport and head over to the top here. But then again, if it's a hidden chest, I might not have found it. But if that's if it is actually a hidden chest, all the more better because I will actually leave that. I'll have it show up and... Oh, I did find it. Based on where you are, there's actually... Yeah, I know of a couple that are down here. I'm trying to find you on the screen here. I can see you on the map, but I don't see... Oh, there was one underneath? There was one right here? Wow, this is a throwback then, because I don't remember any chest underneath here. This had to have been a long time ago then. Before my hiatus. Yeah, this is not a recent chest then, because I don't remember a chest being here. It had to have been way, way back then. Yeah, because the ones I remember over here, there is a common chest that we could get right next to the Longsheng Funeral Parlor. And it's hanging out right here, and then I think there's another one up this way. Yeah, I don't remember a chest being up there at all. Huh. Yeah, that's a really good spot for a chest. I don't remember that one.
So very much, lady.
I don't have my compass. Yeah, because I've gone through this town multiple times, because I would have loved to have a chest that I could leave closed. But I've looked. I can try my luck, you know, get that streamer luck, but... Yeah, I'm going to be hard-pressed to find a chest here.
So much stuff.
Yeah, because there's also another one that spawns, like, right here. This is or, no, over here. Longsheng Funeral Parlor has two common chests. One next to the door, and then one down here. Yeah, that's alright. Yeah, because I'm at the world level 9. Well, they did change it so world level 8 people can hop in, which is kind of nice, but yeah, everybody else is pretty much closed. And unable to join, so yeah, that's fine. Welcome anyway. Yeah, I ain't gonna find nothing. Yeah, I don't even know how many times I've gone through this. I've gone through this ton of bot. I really tried to find one, but I couldn't. Because I also figured I would find one out near the dock out here, because we could find some pretty good ones. But, yeah, I had gone through. But there's always a possibility of some hidden chest, you know, just wait to be found. Yeah, because I did the same thing with Sumeru. I couldn't find any in that city as well, so... Yep. Yeah, so you could probably pull it off of Google. There are people who have posted the total amounts of chests that you could get through the achievements, and you could figure out how many you have compared to how many you could find. Favorite Archon quest? Alright. As much as I love Farina, her quest was amazing. I have to go with Nahita's. It made me cry. I'll admit it. It made me cry. It was so hard seeing Ruka Devada going away. It was definitely a tough one. Because it was when I came back. But Farina's quest, that one was pretty close. It was tough seeing Focalor leave the way she did. But yeah, the Nahida one is pretty special to me because that was when I had come back. Yeah, it was pretty tough for me. But I did enjoy it though. That'd be funny if I found a chest. Some of the other ones have been pretty decent though. It's harder to... Comparing... Oh yeah. And it was even worse for me because there was a video that I had made. It was before Natlin. I was doing part of the story so far. Let me see if I can find it. I kept tearing up when I was doing the Farina and Nahida stuff. But the thing is, the big reason why it is that back then, when it was Mihoyo, we definitely saw a change from Inazuma to Sumeru, where pretty much everything story related became even better. Like the Inazuma stuff with Ai was good, but the Sumeru quest was on a whole other level. And I guess a lot of people are on the same boat. Sumeru and Fontaine are definitely peak when it comes to quests, and I have to agree. The Fontaine stuff was fantastic. The Sumeru quests were also fantastic, but it's really hard to choose between the two, but I kind of have to go with Nahida's story quest. Yeah, the story quests for the earlier ones, like with Venti, Zhongli, and Ai, they were kind of dry compared to Fontaine and Sumeru. They were still good, but when I came back, there was... I think it was probably because I'm an older player. I saw a change. It's probably because we now have Hoyoverse. There's definitely new people that have the oversight with the music, the quests, the characters, and whatnot. I definitely saw a change with how we get more in-depth when it comes with the characters. And it was definitely a big change between Inazuma and Sumeru. And it probably helped because I was gone for 2 years. I pretty much came back with fresh eyes, so that's probably where some of it's coming from. But yeah, I would have to go with the Sumeru Archon quest. It's really hard to beat that. But the Fontaine one was definitely top 2. Yeah, so that's pretty much where I stand with the Archon quest. Nahida's Archon quest was definitely really well done. And I was lucky enough to get her on her second banner too, which was actually pretty nice. Because the only other one that I had gotten at the time was Kalei.
Something on your mind again?
And she happened to be free.
Let's work through it together. Two heads are better than one.
I had so much to catch up on. Because I had told the story a few times. I had left before the Chasm was released. I knew it was released, but I was done with Genshin at that point because I got sick of waiting for them to finish with the tree in Inazuma. So once I leveled that up, I left. And then we had gotten the Chasm. And I had missed out on pretty much the release of Samiro. I knew about it, but there was quite a bit I didn't. I knew of some of the characters. I knew of Nahida, but I didn't know of Dia or Candace or Sino at the time. And then Fontaine rolled around, and I actually knew even less of it too, because I hadn't been around. And then I had eventually came back 2 Aprils ago when we were at the tail end of Fontaine with Masquerade. Well, this is a change that they did start doing. Every year we're going to get that free 5-star. So they did do it several months ago. Because that's how I got Dia. I had missed out on Dia's banners. But that is something that they are going to be doing. And I believe it is the standard 5 stars. It's still pretty good choice of characters though. As for the other ones, I don't know if they'll ever be that, because some of them are really good. I don't really see us ever getting like a free Mawika. I really don't. Or someone like Raiden, or Farina, or any of the absolute powerhouses of characters.
What they say is true. You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
I think the most recent one we had to the standard 5 banner was Yume Mizuki. The older ones. Yeah, so probably somebody like Zhongli. I think Zhongli would be a really good 5-star. I mean, he's been around since the beginning. He's been around forever. I think he would help out a lot of people. Yeah, I kind of agree with that, because there are some really good ones that people could definitely use. Someone like Kuching would be a good one.
Welcome. I hope you'll have a wonderful day.
And we also got some of the ones out of Inazuma too. I think Ito would be a really good 5-star for some people. Ito is a pretty decent one. So some of them I could definitely see as a pretty decent 5-star. Yeah, we're coming up on 5 years. This coming up September, it's going to be 5 years of Genshin. That's tough, because Klee is pretty strong. And I could see Klee. Yeah. Klee is a pretty strong one, so that would definitely...
So heavy.
She would be overkill for some people, but yeah, I can sort of see Klee being a pretty decent free 5-star. Oh yeah. I've had, no pun intended, but I've had a blast with Klee. Klee's been another fantastic character I'm glad I got.
Dodoko, where are you?
Yeah, but other characters, like Hu Tao, for instance, I don't see us ever getting like a free one, because she is strong. You give her the right setup with low HP, and you are all set.
Toodaloo.
Or someone else like Kazuha. I don't see us getting him for free. Unless it's like the regional banners that they have.
If you're not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk?
Yeah.
There are so many local
Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady?
I want to buy more.
Let me see if I can find that video. It should be under my library because I put it in my playlists. I think it's in archive. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, the journey so far. It's in my archive playlist. I made this with, I think it was just before Natlin. Yeah, especially Fire Wars.
Something on your mind
Yeah,
again?
Yoimiya is another one I don't
Let's work
see us
through it
ever getting for
together.
free.
2 heads are better than 1.
Oh, then you would love Yoimiya. Yeah. Yoimiya is a really good one. But yeah, she's another one I don't see us getting for free. Which is too bad, because Yoimiya is such a good one. She's pretty much right on defense. Because Yoimiya helped me out a lot, and good lord, she needs to heal. Yeah, so the video in question I was talking about was Journey so far. I made this pretty much a summary of some of the key points of... Oh, I probably didn't refresh. I might see it on the computer upstairs, but yeah,
What they say is true.
Might have put it
You
in
have
too
to
fast,
see the
that's
world for
probably why.
yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
Yeah, because I made this one just before Natlin. Pretty much a summary of some of the Archon quests. Yeah, I did that one 8 months ago.
Don't you remember your adventure plans,
A
my
couple of
lady?
decent ones. Some of these I should probably delete though. Man, my editing back then, looking back, some of it was bad. Ugh. Yeah, I can agree. Klee is definitely fantastic. She's so good for Melt. And Burgeon too. Give her a bunch of EM and you're good to go. Pair her with some Pyro and... Not Pyro, Hydro and Dendro. And you get a really good team set up. Yeah, because I pair her with Ganyu currently. And it works quite well. Ganyu burst and switch to Klee and I'm pretty much good for Melt. Let's see. Set this back up and see if anybody else is posted. Oh, Crispy posted. Most insane fan mail yet. Oh, jeez. Waiting on alternate characters. Oh, who else are you waiting for? Actually, wait, I know another one that would be a pretty decent free one. Zhao is a pretty good one. He does some pretty decent damage. Nothing crazy, but you could do some really good
Tea
setups with
parties
him.
are
I
a
think Zhao would
must
be
for
a
the
really good free one.
well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Still gonna build for Vermilion though. Especially since we got plunge enemies now. But, yeah, eventually, I guess. Alright, yeah, I think, wrong one. I think some people have wanted to get Albedo because it's such a interesting setup with him because of his dynamic. Yeah, because I don't see him often either. Yeah, he would be a pretty decent one. Let's see. I have to find more trees. Hey, wait, let's get Lanyon. It's been a little while since I've used her. And then let's get Barbara. I'm gonna go find some more trees. Alright, Lanyon seems like she's okay.
If you're not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk?
Yeah, Venti would be another good choice. Then again, I don't know. I'd say Venti would be on the same as Kazuha. I could see him being free, but I also could not see him being free because you could do some really good
The best rattan furniture is made from strands that are smooth, thin, and strong like silk.
See often.
Furniture like that can be just as precious as a silver family heirloom.
What they say
That's
is
no
true.
exaggeration.
You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
Let's see. Probably give our wood stuff. 22.
I wonder.
Let's go DPS Barbara.
Laid bare.
Yeah, because the only thing that Venti pretty much does right now is the kind of like an extreme burst.
Doing whatever I feel like, I suppose. Same with tomorrow.
So he would definitely
and
need
the day
an
after
update.
that.
I agree with that. 34, 149. That's not too bad. More in the healing version of that. Alright. No chests. Time to collect some wood. It's over here. Let's go over there. Let's see who else is posted. Oh, Dallas posted. Trolling angry British admins on GTA 5. Some of those are usually pretty funny. Yeah, a few of these I gotta watch. I still gotta watch Huevo's video. I hear the volcano. Yeah. Alright, this one's close. Yeah, so I'm thinking if they were to update Venti, they could potentially just update the animo characters. Give them like a bonus to swirl or something. But I think they would also have to be really careful too, because right
Swallow's
now
nest twins.
Chaska is really good. So I think they would have to be really careful. So it might just be like Venti only. They would have to give them like a buff. Oh, did I already get these? Oh, there we go. Only 3 for 2 trees, alright. Yeah, because we have some animo characters that are actually really good. The one that popped up in my mind first was Chaska, because she actually does some really good damage. Especially if you throw her into a multi-element team. Yeah, that's true. They definitely can in some way. Whether it'd be like an energy recharge thing where he could use his burst more often, maybe, or give him something related to wind. Maybe attack speed. I think he'd be okay with that, like a buff. Or maybe give him like a buff to elemental mastery or something. Maybe after using his burst, he... I'm only assuming because I don't have him, so I don't know what he can do. Probably buff himself with elemental mastery after using his burst, maybe. I can check and see if he doesn't already have that, because I don't know. Deal additional elemental damage to that type. Oh yeah, he's on. Oh yeah. Whoops. Hold on. I think that was one of the things I meant to do today. I meant to do the character trials because I hadn't done those yet. Yeah, I still got to do these. Yeah, you're in co-op, so you should still be fine. Yeah, I'll do these real quick. Oops. That's what I meant to do today too. I forgot about these. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, I'd say something EM related would be fine with him. Because it definitely helps out with Swirl. Yeah, I'm going to do the character trials real quick, because I hadn't done those yet. Oh, this is good, because Lanyon's also here. Oh, this is fantastic.
No, my sword.
I don't even need Beto.
Dancing in the wind.
Oh, this is hilarious. Lanyon is so good. They definitely did a good job with Lanyon. Then again, I'm kind of biased. Thanks to Nia from Xenoblade, so. Yeah, pretty good damage.
Ills be gone.
Wow, she's doing some pretty comparable damage to mine.
Closing in.
Yeah, because her skill does from like 4 to 6, and her burst does like 10,000. Because mine does about the same.
Yeah. Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Set up some electric there. Hydro, and one.
Dancing in the wind.
Actually, no, wait. I think my burst is stronger.
Rain cutter. By royal decree. Up and away.
Yeah, so I think my burst does like 12,000.
Just the swallow.
Yeah, not too bad. I didn't even use bait out, but that's fine. Yenfei, okay. Yenfei is another pretty decent one. I remember when I got her. Yeah, Lanyon turns around. It's like, what enemies? Oh yeah, she does so good with Swirl. Oh yeah. Lanyon is a fantastic character to build. Yenfei is also a good one to get too. If she can do some damage. Very underrated character.
Incinerate.
I think this one, this is a C3, mine is C6. That could be, and I think proof is Barbara. Barbara is the only 4-star that has an animation with a burst, so might be onto something.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Let me weave you a verse.
Finally,
Breath of the flame.
Hold on, you. Yeah. Yeah, Yanfei's another underrated character. Yeah, and I think that mostly entails with his backstory, because it has been at least theorized up to the point where it's been confirmed he is from Natlin. So it would be cool if they actually elaborated more on that. That would be really cool, because they could do some crazy things, because we're right at the tail end of Natlin right now. We had just gotten the volcano, so they could do something with Bennett finally that explains why he is the way he is. They could do something crazy, like he could be the son of the dragon, what are they called again? Dragon Sovereign. Yeah, he could be son of the dragon out of Natlin. Something like that, maybe? I don't know.
Happy to
New
apply.
punching lucky
Yeah,
today.
it would be cool if they did something with Bennett.
Cold. Mine's at the...
Oh, this is only a...
No
Too
more.
late for regret.
Your sleeve.
It's a C1 far or something. Or C0.
Have fun with this gift.
You want this one? Bring it on.
Yep. Yeah, maybe.
Not now.
It would have to be story related too, because it wouldn't just pop
Don't
out
be
of nowhere.
scared.
Yeah, I could
No,
see
my
that.
sword. Rain cutter. Truth repeats its course. Dare to mess with me?
They would have to change it though if that were the case. Make it so that the only way he would get access to Phlogiston is if they were to do the quest of that, like whatever they would do story quest, and then he would have access to Phlogiston
We'll
abilities.
see about that.
Just to make it have
Cold.
sense.
Mine's at the man.
Hold on, Layla. I think that would be a pretty decent.
Years of a storm. Too late for regrets.
Totally missed.
Stars, shine for me.
Yeah. All right. Now for Shalonen. I'm gonna save Venti for last, only because I don't have him. Shalonen I do have. Kind of curious as to what they did for this one though, because some of the trial characters are actually pretty crazy. I'm assuming they probably made this one like C3 and gave her weapon, and probably 4-piece Cinder City. Oh, it's the runabout. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, so this was one of the changes that they did for Natlin characters. Tempting, yeah. I like the cold as well. I really don't know. 2700 defense. 2691, 186. Any GL bonus? No. Peak Patrol, okay. 4-piece scroll. C0. Triple 8. Yeah, mine is stronger. I really don't know. Yeah, true, because everybody would be a Oceanid. But that's if you were born there. You could always have the chance to move there instead.
Bring it!
I'll grab these first. Fight the hell with Charles. And another one.
Leave me alone and don't make... Let's do this then!
Toast! Let me read
Well,
you
I
a
said
verse.
leave him alone, but I don't feel like it. Yeah, I would have to agree. You can't really go wrong with any of them. Even Snezhnaya. I mean, we know a little bit about it. I'm sure there's probably quite a bit that we don't know about Snezhnaya, other than it being pretty cold. But I'm sure it'd be a pretty decent place to live. But yeah, I don't think you can really go wrong with any of them. Even Inazuma, with the vision decree that it had, but I don't think you can go wrong with any of them.
Hear the echoes of the valley! Witness the
I think
power of
personally,
Uwa. Know my sword!
I think I would go with Liwa. Pun completely intended. Liwa is a pretty solid place to live. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely one of my go-to places to be. Yeah, Natlan would be pretty tough. Definitely be on your toes all the time, but it definitely has that sense of family, so I think Natlan would be a good choice. You definitely get a lot of support from a lot of different people from Natlan. I'm gonna put this in. Oh, since I actually have her here, let me check out her weapons. Defense based, amazing. Gain Ode to Flowers after normal plunging attacks at an opponent. Defense increased by 8%, gaining 10% all level damage bonus for 6 seconds. 2 stacks, can trigger once per 0.1. When it reaches 2 stacks, or the second stack is refreshed, increase all nearby party members' all defense damage bonus by 8% for every 1,000 defense. The equipping character has up to a maximum of 25.6. Yeah, so I would probably max that out in my defense, because mine has 3,700 defense, so that would give me like the full buff of the R1 defense increase. Yeah, true. But then again, if you think about it, we also have the potential high-tech stuff that's out of Snezhnaya, because we have seen a couple of things that are from Snezhnaya that are actually really high-tech, and I think some people forget about Catherine. Catherine is a humanoid that is actually from Snezhnaya. She's not human. So that's pretty advanced. So we could just imagine what else is in Snezhnaya. Yeah, this is actually a pretty decent sword. It kind of buffs other people too, based on her defense. Yeah, it'd be really good for mine, because I already have the 3,700 defense, so I would get the full buff. And that's at R1 too. So that would be a 51.2%.
We should take a break after all that running
R5.
around. Yeah, let's rest here for a bit.
Yeah, because technology-wise, Snezhnaya could be like 2 different ways. It could be pretty modest with technology, or it could be crazy. Not like flying cars crazy, but yeah, they could probably go pretty crazy with it. But I would imagine, yeah, because we don't know much about it. We've heard things about it here and there. I'd imagine they'd be pretty modest with it. But I do imagine there would be a couple of things that are pretty out there too, because we have Catherine. If we get a Tesla. Because of what's going on with Tesla, I don't see that happening.
My potted plant on the porch has died again. I was watering it every day. Ugh,
but then again, we did get a motorcycle with Malwiko. So, maybe. Yeah, we really don't know. Yeah, very true.
Rain cutter.
Eat this!
Better vaporize. These guys. Yeah, now that I'm more comfortable using components, I don't have to work.
No, my sword. Wrath of the flame. Motion to compel.
Yeah. Alright, well, fun.
Letting brave names echo. Witness the power. Incinerate.
There we go. Yeah, definitely very good character. Very good support. Alright, final trial. Venti. Yeah, pretty much swirl on steroids with Venti. Yeah, I'd say if I were to buff him, probably not so much. Well, we could do elemental mastery because of his swirl effects, or we could do something specific to him. Because if we were to increase like Animo stuff, that would kind of unbalance some of the other Animo characters. Yeah, that's true, but for the most part, most people don't tend to go towards danger like that, because there are some pretty crazy creatures that we've come up against. Yeah, I don't see any of us going towards anything Abyss related. But I do see living in Natlan being pretty decent. Being a pretty decent place to live. Oh, I just thought of a really good idea. So, I'm sure some of you are... Yeah, that's true. Some of you are aware of how Auroron works. When he jumps up, he can pretty much float in the air. What if Venti could do the same thing? He is the Animal Archon, so him floating in the air would be pretty simple for him. So you could probably base it off of Embrace of the Winds, because he has that air current, so that would help other characters. So if he uses it on himself, he could actually float in the air and shoot arrows from the ground like Auroron. Maybe? Give him a couple of bonuses through that, maybe? I think that might be something. Yeah, because Auroron... Oh, yeah, we have Auroron right here. So with Auroron, he does this. So maybe have Venti do the same thing. Venti Chaska's ability. What's Chaska's ability? Probably that multi-swirl bullet thing? Or is it something else? Oh, is that Eulogy? Eulogy! Oh, that's a really good bow. Well, I think the thing... Now, yeah. Yeah, Chaska can fly with a gun, but Venti can't. Yeah, it would be cool. I think that would be a pretty neat thing. Have Venti do the same thing that Auroron could do, but something a little bit different. Because Auroron can actually float and then shoot from here. He does gradually fly down, or at least float down. But yeah, I think Venti could definitely benefit from that. Because sure, he can...
Brace yourself.
You know, do this. He could do the air current and do this, but I can't do anything bow-wise. So, maybe. That's an idea.
Time to say hello.
Time for takeoff.
Here, hold this.
Here we go.
Be free.
Let me weave you a verb.
Let's play. Think you can get away?
Yeah, so probably... Yeah, if I would have buffed Venti, probably give him something tactical, like the Auroron setup that he can do. Or some boost with, like, ER, EM, making his swirl abilities, like, seconds enough.
Time for takeoff.
Because, yeah, he does have crowd control, but... we already have that with other characters. It would be cool if he had something that's, like, very specific to him. I'm not sure what, though. It would have to be something. Maybe go into like a 10-second frenzy of something animal related that gives him, I don't know, like 500 EM that does like crazy damage or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, it would be cool if they gave him a couple of buffs. Because Venti has been around for a long time too. Alright, I'm back. Hey, it's Emily. Nice. Alright, now I get to collect the rewards from this. It's kind of funny, I didn't even use Beto in that. Did I... Yeah, how many more days do I have? 57. Oh, I got plenty of time. No, that's fine. Sometimes I forget some of my characters. I can probably name a few that I've forgotten. Let's take a quick peek. It's hard to tell though, because I usually notice them quite often.
The best rattan furniture is made from strands that are smooth, thin, and strong like silk.
One I usually forget
Furniture like that can be just as precious as a silver family heirloom.
Hey,
That's no exaggeration.
Well, it also depends on how often you get them, or not get them, obviously. How often you use them. So I usually do a rotation of my characters, so I kind of tend not to forget who I have. When it comes to the 4 stars, it really depends. Yeah. Hey, you got Emily though. Nothing over here. So check out these trees. Maybe this one. Oh, you don't want her anymore. Oh, is she one of your regret characters? I hope that's not the case. I kind of feel sad when people have regret characters. Because some of these characters, to me, they're so good. Some of them you do have to use... Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, you do have to use, like, certain setups. It is unfortunate, but... yeah. Yeah, I kind of wish people didn't have regrets when it came to getting characters, because sometimes it's hard getting some of these characters. Especially if you're free to play. Regrets only after movies. Hell yeah, I agree. Yeah. Yeah, I try very hard not to have regrets in this game. I don't want to attack. I'm trying to... Oh, there goes that guy then. Oh, 10 pull.
Butterfly. Ills be gone.
Oh, Siege Wayne.
I'll protect us.
Alright, DPS Barbara, show us what you got.
Floaty, floaty. Just relax.
Oh, 15,000, that's not bad. And another 15,000. Yeah, that's pretty good. I call her DPS Barbara because she does that true damage with the Ocean Hued Clam set. Oh, okay, so this was another chestnut tree. Yeah, this is the artifact set. We can get this out of Inazuma. Ocean Hued Clam. There have been people that actually made the DPS Barbara, and that is crazy. I don't know what the artifact sets was, but... Oh, I remember. Yeah, I actually did the. Yeah, I remember that one. It's in.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as
let me find it. Hold on, I got it right here, actually. This was one of the earlier ones that I had done. It was such a nice story. The Warmth of Lies. Yeah, that was Siege Story Quest. That was one of the first videos I had done. I had done the, pretty much a movie version of the story. Yeah, that was a really nice one to do. Hydro Bismage in disguise. Yeah, and a lot of people are excited. It's like, yeah, I got trapped in the bubble for years. Now it's your turn. Oh yeah, people loved that ability. Yeah, I remember Warmth of Lies. It was such a good one. And I had also done the Emily story quest too. Floral Debt Blood Dew. That was another one I had done.
Are you tired? Try
Pretty
my
much
new
just,
spicy energy drink. I'm sure it'll wake you up.
Yeah, another good story quest. I'm glad you don't, because she's another one I would like to get too. I was really tempted to pull for her, but I ended up passing on getting her. Yeah, that was back when she was released with Risley. I did get her bow, which I don't regret. It just happened to be like that, so hopefully you get her bow. But yeah, Siege Wayne, I'm glad you don't regret her, because she is pretty hilarious. And she is the only one that does that bow thing. The bubbles that shoot out of her charged attack, so yeah, that's definitely a plus. Ooh, Chlorine's a fun one. I think you'll like Chlorine's story. Did I do that one? Oh, now I gotta check. Yeah, because I did Siege Wayne's, because that's Warmth of Lies. I did Emily's, that is Floor of Debt. I think Siege Wayne's, not Siege Wayne, yeah. Chlorine's story quest was the Dungeons and Dragons inspired one. I'm pretty sure I did the cutscenes for that one too. I thought that one was pretty funny. Let me just bring up the playlist here, because it's a mess. Could be somewhere around here. Oh no, it might have been before that.
Swallows nest when skies are fair, but hide.
Oh, I think we got
storms
Lauren's story quest before that. Oh, because I think I was doing... No, that was just before. He's one of the ones that's smart quest to do. Devala needs your help. What are you doing? Need to cure him of the abyssal corrosion. It's alright. Devalin's fine. He's faking. Yeah. Yeah, the Chlorine story quest was pretty funny. I'm pretty sure that's the one that was like D&D inspired. It was a pretty decent one. I think they did a really good job with that one. Yeah, cause I guess we had got that one before Siege Raids.
Closing in.
Yeah. Alright, let me get long range. Let me, oh, I wanted to do that. I was trying to get them with Lions charged. So I was trying to do that. That's alright. Good show. Let's see. Now, let me check this tree. I don't think I got it. Grab that. Oh, okay, I did already get it. I got some trees over here. Yeah, I think Risley would be another one I wouldn't mind getting, but kind of on the he's another one that I'm like on the fence for. I'd be okay getting him, but no plans of building. Legends in the Volcano. Are you talking about? I think I know who you're talking about. It's the one that is over here. I have a marker for it. Where is he at? Let me teleport over to him. I think it's this one you're talking about. I tried fighting him, but damn, he is tough. I didn't beat him yet. I was gonna wait. Pretty much a souped up version of the lava dudes. Let me just teleport next to him. Unless there's another one in here. This is the only one I've seen. Oh, if it wasn't for Siege Wayne. Yeah, he's so good. Close combat cryo. It is fantastic. Oh, so this is, yeah, this is what I was thinking about. Yeah, because I ran into him and I noticed him. It's like, oh, you're a legend. Yeah, I haven't beat him yet. I want to come up with it, because I was only using my exploration team for this. And, of course, I aggro. Run away! Alright, the aggro. Yeah, I gotta come up with a team for him, because he's a Geo base. So, in the... Let me get the name of it. Ancient Sacred Mountain, which is in the volcano, there is a local legend called Infinitesimal. This is pretty much a souped-up version of the lava enemies that we could find in Natlin. He is pretty strong. He's a pretty unique one because he actually starts off as a Geotype, I guess. Yeah, he's in the volcano. He has some pretty strong area of effect attacks too, by the way. But at the beginning, he has a Geo shield that we have to take out. That's one of the main issues with him. But he does have some pretty dangerous attacks, like this one right here. When he slams the ground down with his two fists, it does quite a bit of damage. So, you do have to be pretty careful with him. As long as you got Geo, you can definitely take out his shield. Actually, wait. Hit me. So I can heal. I have Barbara. Help me out and come back. Yeah, I think with Navia you should be fine. He de-aggroed for me, so I'll probably respawn. Yeah, there we go. That's because he de-aggroed for me. So I'm gonna have him hit me and I'm gonna...
Something's all about.
That's That's alright. I'll heal with Barbara.
No more.
Barbara has a really good heal.
Closing in.
Yeah, so I'd say Navi is a really good one for this.
Let's dance.
Let me heal.
Coming at ya.
Yeah, I would have shown the heal better if I had low health Barbara, but
Butterfly. And away.
Watch out.
Dancing in the wind.
yeah, defense-wise, he is. I think he is. Oh, I have an idea. Keep fighting him. I'm gonna switch over to 2 characters. Oh, that de-aggroes him? That's alright. I have an idea. I know 2 characters that would be so good for him. Dia and Shalonen. Let me just get them. Oh, thank you for the follow. That up. Yes. Yeah, that's what I thought. So he needs that, yeah, he has a pyro shield as well. Not only the Geo shield, but the pyro as well.
You asked for it.
That's why that thing was there.
You ain't messing around.
Hold on. Careful. Thankfully, I also got good Shalaka too.
Let's go.
Aw, see Queen. Yeah, sorry, I'm only doing soul healing at the moment. I just want to take out this shield.
Let the mountain's veins boil.
Hold on, Dia.
A flopper send down. Mosquito with light.
Again. So I'd imagine with this enemy, he's just going to take like a bunch of damage when his pyro bar fills up. With the enemies, they actually die outright. I'm thinking they probably just have a massive amount of damage that he takes.
Bring it. Proper send down.
Nope. A little bit more.
Let the mountains veins boil.
Wait, pull down.
Let's get it on. Hi.
Hold on. Alright, shield down, shield down, shield down.
Proper send down. From Mosquito with love.
There's the damage. Alright, setting up Dia's skill. There we go. And resistance.
Here the echoes of the valley. Floaty, floaty. I swear, it's for medical research.
There you go, that's who got it.
Watch out.
Love resistance. Skill. Alright, I'm just gonna stay close because I got burst on.
Brave names echo. Bring it. Proper Santa. From the Mosquito with love.
Yeah, it's the same thing as before. We got the Geo shield. Geo shield down, now we got the pyro.
Let the mountains veins boil. You're dead meat. Hey there.
Yeah, very tough shield on this dude.
Attack. That's the way.
So I'm thinking Navi. definitely hands down one of the better ones for this one. Goro would be a good setup for Geo characters. Ningguang would be good for long range. Yunjin would be good for close as well. Who else? Noelle's really good because he has her shield. Zhongli, of course, because he has. Who else? I see Lumia and Andrew doing okay with this fight.
Alright.
Halfway to Pyro.
Let's get it on! You asked for it!
Yep.
Alright.
Hey there!
About 80%.
Letting brave names echo! Buckle up!
Now, 90%. A little bit more. Very good fight so far. You're doing really good.
Alright.
95.
Here's the echoes of the valley!
And shield down. I got a little bit more Dia burst. Oh, there we go. Dia burst down.
Proper send-up from the Cena with love.
Letting brave names echo!
Tiny bit more and done. Nice. Nicely done. What does he drop? Oh, some of the ignited stuff. Yeah, very nice. Thank you for the co-op achievement. Or actually, no, I think that was the regular achievement for that. Yeah, tough boss. I'd say Geo and Pyro. Bennett would be good for Pyro because you could use... Oh, I didn't even see the 198. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I didn't even see that. Really good. Really good hit. Yeah, so that was the local legend out of the volcano. So that was the first one. Okay, so what are the ones we have? During the course of completing a single challenge, avoid getting hit by Earthshaker Strike. So I'm guessing this is probably when he slams the ground.
The desert's
with
a tough adversary, but at least it doesn't hide anything. What you see is what you get, and whether you take on the challenge is entirely up to you.
Still. Yeah, really good hit with the Navia. Alright, back to the trees. I gotta find some more of them. I think I should probably... near the temple, maybe? Alright, so it's 10 after 8. I still got some time. Play a little bit longer. Yeah, well, what the Lorax doesn't know won't hurt him. I'm the Lorax. I speak for the trees. I haven't seen that one in a while. It's fine, Lorax. I'm replanting when I'm taking them down. It's not like I'm also taking out the llamas. So I think these are also the same ones. No, don't hit the tree, use the gadget. Ugh, really? Did I already get these? Oh, I think these are the flame ones. Yeah, flame. It's your fault, bird. Thank you. Oh, so maybe these trees over here then. Yeah, because these are a little bit higher up. these two then? Oh, these are the flame ones. Not having any luck with these trees. Oh, maybe some over there, actually. Those look like the right ones. I'll check these real quick. The flame ones. Oh. Alright, so we got to do a little bit of flying here. I could probably grab one of the... which ones are these called again? Tepetlosaurs are GL, Caholosaurs are the water ones. What are the grass ones? Who's that Pokemon? Saurian edition. Back here. I was gonna use these guys to travel up to the top of this plateau. I'm just looking for the things in the air. This one will be. There we go. Alright. Yeah, there's one to the south a little bit. If you use the skill to jump up twice, you can grab it. If you're able to. No trees. Come on, give me at least one of them. Ugh, that is disappointing. Nothing. Pretty sure this is the right tree. Yeah, it's white chestnut. Why are these other ones not going? Very strange. There are very little amount of trees that I can use. Flummabombs. There you go, you made it. Yeah, there are only a couple of trees I can use up here. Yeah, there are so many of the Flammabomb trees, but there aren't so many of these. Yeah, so these are the lava enemies that we could find. It has the Pyro Shield. So if you use like a bunch of Pyro, you could kill it that way.
That's the way. Ha! Bring it! Watch out!
But we'll be able to kill it before that.
Hey there!
Yeah, so pretty much the same way. And it also drops that ignited stuff. Alright, probably this way. Oh, you just did 170. Wow, how am I not seeing these numbers? That's fantastic. Yeah, she's definitely doing good. Yeah, it's always good to see our characters do really good with the damage. Yeah, we pretty much get to see the hard work pay off. Oh, that's starting to bother me. What are these guys called? I'm gonna check the archive real quick. Don't tell me. See if they're under living beings. It's not just Saurians either. They have a specific name. I keep on forgetting what they're called. Yumkasaur. That's what it is. That's what they're called. Yeah, because everybody else I remember. The Iktomasaur, the Master of Night Winds, the Tatankasaurans are the ones we just got added, collected in plenty. The Caholosaurs are the water ones, and the Tepetlosaurs are the Geo ones. How much you would do in the Scara fight?
Floaty floaty!
Well, I do a little bit of time. You want to go find out? What would help for her then? I could probably use Bennett. And yeah, I'm not having any luck with it. I'm gonna have to use the interactive map for him because I'm not having any luck with him. Yeah, I can keep looking because there are also a couple of spots. I want to check over here. Or no, we just checked over here. I wanted to see over on this plateau. Yeah, there aren't too many of these trees. They're going to be... They have to be somewhere else, too. There aren't too many of them, because I've only found a handful. Let me check my total. I went to inventory, not character change.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Yeah, I'm up to 24 now. Ugh. I might have to use the interactive map for them. Unless they're over... Oh, there are some over here, too. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here's one. Alright, so that's another 3. They need more of them. There are not enough of them. I don't want to aggro these guys. I'm going to try and go around them. A blade is like jewelry, blah 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 blah. As an Ayaka man, you'd think I would appreciate it, but no, even for me it gets annoying. That's kind of the reason why I stopped using Rose as a pet. They just won't stop. Yeah, this is Rose, by the way. One of the mini Sealies we could get as a pet. It makes sound. And it is constant. We'll hear it momentarily. And there it is. Yeah. Thankfully, they changed it with Brilliance, one of the newer ones. And I think we should be getting Lost Riches soon. It's been just about a year since we've had that event. It's another one of those yearly events. We helped this dude find of... You would think so, but after a while, it gets annoying. So
this is a day.
Yeah,
in the
thankfully
life of
they
the
have
traveler.
quiet ones. We have Brilliant. This was last
I'm learning
year's.
more about you all the time.
We had gotten this one from the Lost Riches event, and I believe it's coming up shortly. Oh, the Nayaka would be perfect for you too. She is constantly about blades. It's like, come on, lady, I get it. You like swords. Thank you. But damn, take a break. She is fun though. I can't interact with these trees. They would have given me something. I think these are the flame ones. Yeah. Yeah, I need the trees that actually they act like this. They go to the side and grow up. These are too big to collect from. I'm gonna give this guy a wide berth here because I don't feel like dealing with him. I'm gonna deal with the chicken here. Oh, got two of the pyro guys here.
I'm going in.
Set Ayaka up.
Away. My apologies. Coming at you. Lovely. You might be a little.
Yeah, I'll just pull out. Here, hold this.
Take flight.
When in doubt, use Cryo.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Fire! Well, my apologies. You
57,000 skill. It's got a hit on my end. Alright, now that the enemies are gone. Hey, there we go, white chestnut oak. Kinda wish there were more trees. South, yeah. Looking around to see if there are any other ones like that. So I think there are some over there that I've already checked. I think these are... yeah, these are the mobs. Yeah, I heard you too, lady. Where are you? And something transgressions, I don't know. Mirror Maidens, I've fought enough. I think this is another one I can use. Yeah, as a characteristic. There we go, yeah. Yeah, definitely sparse. I wonder what the interactive map says about these. Thank you for the dinner, bird. Let's see. Flammable trees. Sorry, Tapatlosaurus, I got a little too close to you. Yeah, by the way, if you see anything, please feel free to grab it if you want it. I usually don't have people hang out in my world, so everything's pretty much fully stocked. Maybe? Flammable bombs? No. Nope. Flame trees.
Oh, looking for me?
Why me? Just roaming into the ground. Let's see. Can't access that area because that's off the map. Yeah, it seems like the only places these trees are at are pretty much like right down here. Oh, I could try near the statue down here too. That's kind of part of the plateau here. Ow. Probably check. So I kind of know, but I can't talk about it because the area has not been released yet. For the most part, the last area was a volcano. But there are a couple of things that will remain spoiler because it has not been released yet. Feel free to look up if you want, but because of them cracking down on leaks and whatnot, I am going to not talk about it. Would be at the bottom. Yeah, it would be cool if they had something like the Night Realm. As far as I know, they don't have anything related to that, so it would be cool if they did. But yeah, some of the other things that I do know of, I won't talk about. Yeah, because just like before, I can talk about the volcano now. I knew about that beforehand, like about a good month or so. It was so nice to finally talk about it. Yeah. I, however, did not know where the Collective of Plenty was going to be. I kind of had some ideas as it being near the base, and I was actually kind of partially right. It was at the base of the volcano. But I feel like that was at a pretty good spot.
A blade embraces its duty,
knew about the volcano
as a
for
jeweler
while.
cherishes their gems.
some of the leaks on it were out for quite a while beforehand. I mean, quite a few of us have seen the map of it. The map looked amazing. I knew what the volcano looked like beforehand.
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often.
Yeah, I did see some with...
How greedy of me.
Jensen was definitely a character I've been on and off keeping an eye on because we've known about Jensen for a very long time. She actually went by another name, but at some point they changed her to Jensen, and she was going to be Pyro at one point. Pyro character out of Natlin, but at one point they changed her. But we had known about Jensen since Inazuma. Yeah, it's been that long. Jensen's been around for a long time. I can't remember what her previous name was, but some people were kind of pissed off that they made the change. Like, she's now Electro, she's a 4-star, and she has a new name. But either way, Jensen's fantastic. Yeah, at the very least, I'd say at the tail end of Inazuma, because we saw like, because she was actually announced by, I think it was Mohoyo themselves. It wasn't Hoyoverse at the time. It was like potential characters, and she was one of them.
So this is a day in the life
yeah,
of
it has
a
been a
traveler.
while. I think there were other people that were more in depth with that, but that's what I can remember. Her character herself has been around for a while, but she has had some changes that some people have had disagreements with, because she was originally Pyro and she did go by a different name. But honestly, how she is now being a really fast Electro support, she's fine. And yeah, back to the leaked characters. Veressa was another one that I had known about for a little while. I'd say like 2 weeks or so before her release. I mean, that's kind of how it usually is with the other leaked characters, because we also have the, silhouetted characters. I think another one that has been talked about now, I'm pretty sure everybody knows who Escofair is. That one has been talked about. As for anybody else, I'm remaining hush-hush, because I don't feel like losing my account to any of that. Yeah, but when anything does get released, I will definitely talk about it.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Thank you, Ayaka. Yeah, Escofair is definitely an interesting character. She's one of the silhouette characters, and she looks pretty promising. And she's really interesting, but yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about her. I'll probably talk about her more when she gets closer and closer to her release. But yeah, she's definitely going to be a really interesting one. But yeah, as with it comes with everything else, nope, not for me. You can see all that stuff on YouTube, because there have been people that have been posting all kinds of stuff when it comes to other places and other characters, and I kind of wish I wouldn't do that, because they were... Yeah, I'm going to be wrapping up shortly.
A blade is like a tea leaf. Only...
And a blade is like a tea leaf. I played this, I played that. Yeah, for the most part, you could find a lot of it pretty much on YouTube or whatever. There are some places on Reddit you could also find too. Yeah, I'm going to be ending it shortly because it's getting to be that time. It's about 8:30. I actually streamed a little bit earlier too. I started about 11:30 this morning, because I had some time. So yeah, that's going to do it for Genshin today. I got quite a bit done. Got the Abyss done, which was pretty hilarious because I got to use Ganyu, and she was doing so well with Klee. And Auroron was doing pretty good too. He had a really good setup. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, sorry I couldn't join you with Navia, but yeah, I wanted to wrap up soon too. But then again, you have your own team too. She might do a lot more than 200,000. I'm going to estimate. I'm going to be on tomorrow. You can tell me then. I'm going to make a guess. You do your entire setup, and then when you use the skill, 257,000 damage. That'll be my guess. So yeah, good luck with the fight. I know Navia can definitely do it. Yeah, I'm gonna guess around the 250s. Because I know she could do the damage. So I'll go 257,000. So yeah, that's gonna do it with Genshin. Everybody that stopped by and dealt with me messing up the stream earlier. I don't know what happened, but yeah, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, 257, that's my guess. She might even do more. So yeah, thank you for stopping by, and next week, it is going to be the finale of Tales of Vesperia. We are at the final dungeon, the Tower of Tarkaron. So that's going to be a fun few hours, because it's a somewhat long dungeon, so we're going to be in there for a bit. So definitely saving the best for last with that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get to the end of it. If not, well, there's always a weekend after that, but yeah, that's the plan. We got the final dungeon, and then any of the bonus stuff after that for next Saturday. And then Genshin on Sunday, because there's always something to do here. So with that, thank you for stopping by, and have a good rest of the weekend. And happy Easter. Alright, take it easy. Bye-bye.